iPad sold 3 million in 3 days after it was released. The new iPad comes with a Retina display, a 5 megapixel eyesight, and Apple's new A5X chip with quad-core graphics. People are rooting for the new iPad. Ricardo Jules, a York College student, says he will definitely get the new iPad.
Of course, I see myself buying the new iPad, right? Because it is very improved from the previous models. It have a better screen, and it has better software and better applications on the new model. And so far, it has sold over 3 million, so you can tell it's a good product. So I would definitely buy myself an iPad 3.
Even with the new features, some consumers do not believe the Apple hype. Your college student and Apple consumer Tashara Cornelius says she expected the iPad to sell the way it did because it's Apple.
Well, it's Apple, so people wait online for Apple products for days, so it's kind of expected. At the same time, I didn't really think that people would, it would get to 3 million.
Apple Senior Vice President of Worldwide Marketing, Philip Schiller, says the new iPad is a blockbuster with 3 million sold, the strongest iPad yet. Vice President Schiller also said, "Customers are loving the incredible new features of the iPad, including the stunning Retina display, and we can't wait to get it into the hands of even more customers around the world this Friday." Apple Press Info says on March 23rd, the new iPad is going to be available to countries including Germany, Hong Kong, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. This means that even with Steve Jobs gone, Apple is still a phenomenon. Even with the iPad going worldwide, some consumers say they will not spend the money on the iPad 3. Ricardo Jules says otherwise.
I think people with an iPad 2, if you have money and you can afford a new model, a new version, yeah, buy iPad 3. It's more improved. I would definitely do that.
Apple consumer Jared Jones says he would not buy the new iPad because he already has his iPhone. Tashara Cornelius agrees with him.
The iPad is just a $700 iPhone with a bigger screen. It does all the same things that an iPhone does. Even makes phone calls now with the new apps that they're coming out with. I already have an iPhone. I don't need to spend another $700 plus another $20 a month on 3G or now 30 for the 4G or however much it costs. So I'm just rather content with my iPhone.
I feel like the new iPad 3 is kind of basically a waste of money because it's basically the same features for the iPad 2. It just has a brighter screen, a little bit of a better camera, and kind of has a Siri function, which is really nothing that spectacular.
The numbers say otherwise. ChangeWave did a survey and the results say 82% consumers liked the new iPad 3 and 16% did not. The same company did a survey in February and 74% liked the iPad 2 but 23% did not. For Jaffray analyst Gene Munster estimates that Apple will sell up to 60 million iPads this year on top of the 55 million already sold since the launch of the first generation iPad in 2010. After the first generation iPad was launched, companies such as Samsung, BlackBerry, and HP also released their tablets to the public. Some of these tablets come with the same features like the iPad but does not top their sales. Ricardo Jules is rooting for the iPad 3.
I tell them, forget the Kindle, forget the Nooks, get yourself an iPad 3.
Even though the new iPad comes with Siri but has no storage expansion or a smaller screen like the Amazon Kindle, people are raving and ranting over the new iPad. Apple's phenomenon is still on the rise and Apple fans are wondering what will be next for Apple.
The iPhone 5, I don't know how it's going to be, but from what I'm hearing, rumors going to have a pull-out keyboard and holographic thing, you can watch movies on the wall and stuff, but that's what I heard. I don't know if that's fact.
Despite Apple in the news over their labor practices in China, Apple sold 3 million iPads. Apple consumers around the world asked Apple's CEO to fix their labor practices that cause their workers to stay in one place for long hours, work with harmful chemicals, and eventually commit suicide. Some of Apple's consumers will say the new iPad is a waste of money, but to 3 million and counting, other consumers say it's the best tablet out. Even with Steve Jobs gone, Apple is still rising to the top. This is York College and my name is Alicia Copeland.